It's about to get live. We keep it pretty level, no surprise. Come and listen to the topic discussing. Yeah, check out our discussion. Keith Norris and D2K. K-Bump 20 on the MIC. Check our night all the way in Germany. Leveled head, you know who that boy is. But it say live and level, live and level. We on the MIC. Live and level, live and level. We just talking them games. Live and level, live and level. Take a seat and listen up, man. Live and level, live and level. What's up, people? It's your boy. This is Leveled Head, and this is another Live and Level Gamers podcast. This is episode 160. Hope y'all are ready to get it in. So, it's about to get live. We keep it pretty level, no surprise. So let's stop. Come and listen to the topic plus. Then check out our discussion. Shut up. All right, there you go. Shut it up. I had to tell myself to hush. All right, so welcome to the show. This is our response and recap to this latest Nintendo Direct. We might hit on some other topics here and there, but primarily we're here to talk about this Direct, give our thoughts on it, give our feelings on it, our take, our opinions, our onions. We're going to give it all tonight. Hopefully we don't be here too long. I don't think we're going to take too long. Anyway, I got my crew with me, -2, but I'm going to let these two dudes go ahead and introduce themselves. Well, one just dropped out, but I'm pretty sure they're going to jump back in. But go ahead, D2K. Go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
Hello, everybody.
We haven't had D2 on for a minute. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show, man. Anyway, as soon as Keith gets back in here, we'll welcome him. Also, welcome to the live chat. We got Dark Sun Rider in the building. What's up, bro? Welcome. One more time. Welcome. So,
where did you get that canned laughter from?
Listen to this one.
Well,
I like it, man.
Well, if you got all that, you know what else you gotta have.
Which one I gotta have?
You know what
I got this one. That's when we on our conspiracy theory. Anyway, which one you want?
You know what I'm talking about.
That one?
No.
I'm trying to think. You gotta refresh my memory, man.
Slap yourself.
Oh, I don't have that one. I gotta put that one on here. I ain't even think about that one. Anyway, Keith Norris is in the building. What's up, bro?
What's up? Hey, since you talking about conspiracies and stuff like that, you can go and play the music, and we trying to find out why the police are...
Not that loud.
We need to find out why the police are searching my man's apartment, and they not searching the girl's apartment, and he the one that got shot.
So they searching his apartment? You're talking about the female policeman that walked into the wrong apartment and shot somebody in their own apartment?
Yes.
And they searching his apartment?
They searching his apartment, and they said they found marijuana. I guess
they planted that.
I don't understand. Like, why? What's the purpose?
What marijuana got to do with you killing somebody? And two, if you read up the background on the dude, that sounds suspicious that they found marijuana on this guy with his record. They couldn't find nothing dirty to trash his name with. So anyway, we ain't talking about that because I can look. I can go some places. I can go somewhere. We're gonna do that. All right.
That's a little too loud.
That's still too loud?
Yeah.
That's still too loud. All right. We also got Joe Henry in the building. Cornelius is in the building. Anyway, welcome to the show. But anyway, it's been a minute, D2K. How you been, bro?
I've been. That's all I can really say. Well, I've been busy too.
And it's been a minute since we've been here on Thursday. Welcome back to Thursday. It feels so good. It feels so good to be back. I guess y'all crying tears. Yes, it's been a minute since we done Thursday. We've been trying to get up with Jedi Night on Sundays, so we kind of been sticking with the Sunday format. But today, I can't be there this Sunday. I already let them know we won't be there, so we decided to jump on tonight. And guess what? K-Bum is not here.
That's not right. That's not right.
I stopped it. K-Bum don't want to talk Nintendo. He sit up here talking about, I can't make it, bro. I got stuff got going on driving. Anyway, nobody want to hear that nonsense. Anyway. Y'all see I'm geared up. So anyway, let's do this, man. We're going to start out with what you've been gaming on, what we typically do. And then we'll get into what was going on with Nintendo and this whole Nintendo Direct. So, starting with my boy D2K, what you been gaming on, bro?
Well, a couple of weeks ago, they had Star Wars Battlefront 2 for sale for like $9. So I said, why not? So I picked it up and bought it. Played through both campaigns. I played through the original campaign. I played through the campaign extension, which is a whole lot shorter. It's definitely worth $9. Not much more than that, though. It's really not. I mean, it's very, coming from somebody who was a fan of the original Battlefront series back, when it was on the Xbox and PlayStation and all that, and the original, the real Star Wars Battlefront 2, it doesn't hold a candle to that.
Okay.
The game looks beautiful, amazing graphics, sound, detail on all of the things. Exactly. And the story, the actual campaign, the story is actually kind of intriguing because it kind of explains. It starts in the middle of the Battle of Endor and Return of the Jedi, but you're doing it from.
Sit right here, chill, have a low. Close your eyes and just.
My bad. Go ahead.
Okay. Start. You're from the Empire standpoint. You're playing as this woman named Iden Versio, who's her father is the admiral in the Empire, and she's kind of like a mercenary leader of a mercenary team called the Team Inferno or something like that, Inferno Squad. And it's very interesting because they're basically watching the Empire collapse around them, and you see the human elements of them, even though they're the evil people, they still have feelings. They still care about their loved ones and stuff like that, even though they have a distorted view of the truth. And you see them; they're on the planet Endor, and they're looking. They see the Death Star blowing up, and they know the Emperor's dead and everything. And and they have to come to terms with that. And what do they do now? And they're fighting all these skirmishes around the galaxy because the rebels are closing in on them and snuffing out the remaining pieces of the Empire. And then it progresses all the way through till probably just before Force Awakens starts. And showing you what happened in between, how the Resistance was formed, and how the First Order started to form and everything, and how this woman, Iden Versio, because she sees what the Empire is really all about, she winds up becoming good and joining the Resistance later on. And it's kind of a compelling story. I mean, if for no other reason, if you ever see it, that cheap again, I would. If you're a Star Wars fan, I would suggest picking it up. But it's just too much. It's just too much pay to play with that game. I'm not doing any of that stuff.
Okay. That was cool. Go ahead, Mr. Keith.
What's a video game? What is that? I haven't played anything, and it's been by choice. No, it hadn't really been by choice. It's just I hadn't had the urge to want to play a video game. I will say this. I don't know if I said this. No, I haven't been on the podcast, so I haven't said it. My GTX 1070 is dead, so I'm not in any hurry to go buy another one. So my enthusiasm, because I wanted to play the new Tomb Raider and some other games that was coming out, but since my GTX is dead, can't play any of my third-party PC games that I bought on PC and not the Switch. On the Switch, I did download the Mega Man, but I haven't played it. I haven't been home to play it. What else? Yeah, I don't even know what's in the eShop right now. To be honest with you, outside of that, but I haven't played anything.
Okay. All right, we got Tony in the building. Welcome to the live chat. Well, like Keith, I downloaded that Mega Man, the new game. What is it? Mega Man 11?
Yeah.
And I played the demo. I like the demo, but I'm going to tell you right now, this game is freaking hard. Keith seen my play. My wife recorded me playing because I was so frustrated. I wanted them to see just how petty this game can be. Now, I know I'm rusty on these type of games, so it could be my twitch and reaction ain't as fast as it used to be. And I also believe that this game's response is kind of slow. I don't think it is as I don't know what you would call it, twitchy or what's the word, D2K? Responsive as the NES versions back when we used to play it on the NES. I don't think it's as responsive and to what your button inputs as those games were, because it's kind of stiff. It's really stiff, but at the same time, don't be calling me old, bro. Don't be calling me old, man. No. Don't be calling me old. I'm not old. This game is stiff. You know what I'm saying? Blame the game. It's okay. All right, you're gonna be like that. That's cool. It might be me, but I enjoyed the game. I haven't made it to the final boss yet. I'm feeling real bad. I need encouragement, Cornelius. Help a brother out. Don't kill my motivation. Motivate my motivation. That didn't make no sense, but I said that.
Thank you said it.
So motivate me. I need to want to get back on this game and get to the final boss. Once I watched a person playing on YouTube, and I seen that I got a whole long way to go before I actually get there. I was nowhere near close to the final boss. That's how bad I was. So send prayers now. You ain't right, man. But go ahead and pray though, for real. Go ahead and do that. But I'm enjoying the game. I like it. I think it's very well put together. I don't like how Mega Man runs. It looks off. I don't know, Keith. I don't know if you've seen it, but Mega Man look like he's gliding instead of really running on the ground. It's weird. Have you seen him? Have you actually seen some of the gameplay?
I'm actually about to go get my Switch right now. I'll be right back.
Okay. If y'all listening to me in the comment section, if you played this demo, let me know how you feel about how Mega Man runs. It seems to be off from what he's actually. It's like his foot placement don't match where the pace of his movement. It looks weird. So just let me know. But I'm definitely enjoying the game. I also play Street Fighters, Capcom's Anniversary Edition. I got on that a little bit this week. Kind of stepped away from Mario Kart. I've been playing that a whole lot. Got the itch to get back on Splatoon after this direct. So I'll probably be getting back on that at some point this week or this weekend. But outside of that, that's all I've been playing, man. I played that Mega Man literally for about 3 hours and could not get past. It was horrible. I couldn't get past certain spots. So
I see what you're saying. In his running style, it doesn't look like there's any impact when he takes a step. It just kind of looks like he's running, and it's sync with where he is on the ground. It doesn't look like there's any impact when he takes a step. It's kind of like he's moving across the screen.
Yeah.
There's no weight when he takes a step, I should say. I mean, if Mega Man is a precision game and you have to, it's more muscle memory and intuitive reaction than anything else. And if you don't have that, it could throw the whole game off. And you're going to die pretty quickly and often. That's all back to in the NES days.
I'm telling you, man, this game is stiff. I'm telling you, it don't play as smoothly as the old NES titles. I hear Cornelius trying to clown me, but I know I played other games like Mario and other games, and my reaction is not off. It's the game is stiff. Dark Sun Rider, it's not you, it's the game. This game is hard. They're not playing. It reminds me of Mega Man X. The level of difficulty is like Mega Man X to me. It's a little harder than what I remember.
I don't remember it. Mega Man X wasn't really that hard.
It was. I don't know. It was for me.
Control-wise, this game reminds me a lot of Mega Man X. The way he jumps, where he shoots, It's almost identical to that. It looks a lot like Mega Man X, actually.
You would like it, D2. I know you would like it. I mean, it's on the other. It's coming to the other system, so you would have access to it. But I mean, outside of those minor gripes, the difficult aspect don't really bother me. It's the stiffness. It's a little stiffer than I would like it to be. But that, like I said, this is just a demo. The final version might be way smoother than this one. But outside of that, man, I'm enjoying it. I like it. I plan on getting it. I plan on getting that Tomb Raider, and my son wants NBA 2K19, so I'm gonna try to get him that. And
for the Switch?
No, he wanted for the box. I'm gonna get it for the box for him, and him and my cousin can play it. And that's about it for me. I mean, there's other games I want to get, but budget, daycare. Hey. That'd probably be all I'll be getting for the rest of this year. So anyway, anything else before we move on to this direct? Anything? Anybody? Keith?
I might get off at 9:30. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta do something.
I'm gonna try to be off here before then. Hopefully, we'll be off by then, or maybe a few minutes after then. So you good?
I'm definitely it plays all right. I'm playing it right now, by the way.
Do it feel a little stiff?
Well, it's weird because I'm playing with the control stick, which I don't play Mega Man like that.
You playing with the Pro controller, or are you playing with the?
I'm playing with the Switch in hand.
Okay. See, you need the D-pad. The analog stick definitely doesn't work.
Maybe that's what it is, because the D-pads are so small on the Joy-Cons. Maybe that's the reason why it feels stiff. Because
no, I'm talking about on the Pro controller. So I wish it was the Joy-Con. I couldn't have that excuse. I'm hoping Keith don't say, nah, bro, it feel good. I'm like, man, what's wrong with me? But anyway, let's get into this Nintendo Direct, man. So last week, the Nintendo Direct was supposed to be this past Thursday, but due to, I think, an earthquake that hit Japan, is that right?
Yeah. Nintendo
decided that they would, out of respects to those injured and, to they country, or, they decided that they would postpone this Direct, and they announced it yesterday that it was going to be on and popping today. So we're going to talk about all the happenings at this Nintendo Direct, and we're going to give our thoughts on what we saw. So it was a lot. A lot of stuff we've seen before, some stuff that we haven't, some stuff that we need to see more of, online services. But anyway, let's get into it. So the first thing out the gate they showed was a Luigi. They showed Luigi walking around his mansion, and out of nowhere they announced that Luigi's Mansion 3 is in development and coming 2019. So throwing this to Keith Norris first, then I come to you, D2K. What did you think about this? Did you think this was for the Switch, or did you think this was something for the 3DS? Or did you think it was something for Smash Bros? Like, what was you thinking when you saw this?
I definitely thought it was 3DS. Because it's like something that I would want. So I was like, of course it's coming to 3DS because I want it. But I thought it was pretty dope. I think it's cool to see Luigi's Mansion's back on the big screen. I mean, they didn't show much. It didn't really look that graphically impressive. But I thought it was pretty dope. And I think it was a nice announcement. It was a surprise announcement. It was an announcement that probably should have been at E3. I don't know, maybe. But it was a really cool announcement. Yeah, I liked it, and I like Luigi's Mansions anyway. So, and I want to see, like, I don't know if anybody remember the first Luigi's Mansion, but I remember when I played it on the GameCube, how like technologically it was advanced for its time. Like the cloth, the reflections in the mirrors and things like that was attention to detail. So I want to see if Nintendo's going to like try to outdo themselves with this one. I didn't play, what was it called? Dark of the Moon. I didn't play that. I don't have a 3DS. Didn't plan on buying one. But I want to see if Nintendo's going to like try to outdo themselves, if you know what I mean, graphically, technology-wise.
Yeah, I definitely agree that on the GameCube, the details and the effects were pretty next level to me. That was one game that Nintendo seemingly, I don't know why it took them so long to return to that title. And then when they finally did, it was on the 3DS and not a home, home hardware or home console. But yeah, man, that's dope. What you think, D2K, when you saw it?
Well, I mean, I actually didn't see that part. I was kind of skipping through the whole direct, so I just watched that now. Looks pretty nice. That was one of the first. When I first got the GameCube, that was the first game that I got at launch of all consoles, and I remember I picked up Luigi's Mansion, Madden 2002, and Rogue Squadron, Rogue Leader.
Oh my gosh, man!
And it was going down. And I remember, like you were saying, how they did so many cool effects and things in the game like that. The GameCube was a technologically advanced system for the time. It was only like a hair behind the Xbox in horsepower, so they could take those chances in terms of graphics and visuals with the GameCube back then. So back then it was cutting edge. So with the Switch, I think there'll be more artistic direction and more creativity that you'll see. Something like, because when it comes to the Mario games, they come up with so many crazy things that you would never think of. I can't believe they went there. They made this into a weapon, like a horseshoe or a bag of fruit. I mean, it's just crazy stuff that you wouldn't think of. Nintendo makes it into something interesting or of interest in the game. So I expect to see more of that. But yeah, it looked pretty cool. I mean, I'm not surprised they announced this for the Switch because that was one of the first rumored games for the NX. 2-3 years ago, it was Luigi's Mansion 3. So it's probably been in development since then. So it's probably going to be a nice looking game when it's all finished.
Yeah, the little bit that I saw and what they showed, I mean, it looked like I was like, this must be it. This is what I thought. I said this is either a cut scene for the 3DS game, but I was like, that's a really nice looking cut scene. So I kind of quickly wrote it off that it was a cut scene for the 3DS, and I was like, this must be another Smash Bro cutscene and some character about to be announced. But when they announced Luigi Mansion 3, I'm not gonna lie, this was one of the highlights of the direct. But I'm also say this, I didn't like how abrupt it ended. It looked like they spliced that in there. I don't think this was originally there in the direct. I think this is something they added last minute because how it came in and went out, it just seemed like they copied and pasted that on there real quick.
It might have been just like a little. Let's throw them a little nugget because we didn't have the direct last week, like we said, even though we had a valid reason not to. But so many people were whining about it. Let's just show them Luigi's Mansion 3. That'll make them forget about that.
My thoughts was D2K that since so much of this direct was already leaked prior to it, between the delay from the earthquake to now, a lot of stuff about this direct was leaked. So I was like, Nintendo must have thought we got to have something to announce that wasn't already leaked, for this. And it felt like they added this on there last minute. That's what it felt like, because it ended so weirdly. It came in, it was like, oh, Luigi's Mansion. And then it just wrapped up like they didn't even have an outro for it. It just abruptly stopped and went to the next thing. I was like, wow, that was weird, but definitely going to go back and look at it again and analyze a little bit more. But that was a highlight for me on the Direct. So let's move on. Then after that, they went into a quick announcements up for the 3DS. Do we want to talk about that? Do we not? What y'all want to do? I can run through them real quick and keep moving.
I'm good on the 3DS stuff.
Okay. Well, they did announce Kirby's Epic Yarn coming to the 3DS. Bowser Inside Story coming to the 3DS. What else was there? I don't remember all the stuff for the 3DS. So there you go. The 3DS got a few games.
That Kirby was for the 3DS?
Yeah, that Kirby's for the 3DS.
That actually looked pretty good for a 3DS game. I mean, it's a 2D game, but still.
It was a Wii game.
Yeah, it was formerly a Wii game. Wii U. Was it Wii or Wii U?
It was Wii.
Yeah. Okay. So the next game, what was this game? I can't even say this.
Katamari. Yeah.
Now, what did you think about that game? Because I can't I don't. Oh, that's the rolling game where you rolling up all. I'll skip that. Nobody cares.
There you go. Those are my thoughts.
Yeah, that was in your thoughts.
Those are my thoughts. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, let's keep it moving. So I guess after this, Nintendo did they go into their online services or did they go somewhere else first?
Oh, that one line way later.
Okay. So, but for some reason in my list of what's down here, I got online. But Mario Tennis version 2 update is coming. What you think about that? It's going to have 4 new characters. What's her name? The purple looking dinosaur. What's that character's name?
Birdo.
Birdie.
Birdo.
Birdo. They're going to have the plant. What's that thing? I need to look this up. I'm needing all the names for this. Do you got them, Keith?
Yeah.
You got Birdo, the piranha plant. You got one of the turtles, the flying turtles. A Koopa. Koopa Trooper, and one other character. I can't think of that one.
Kind of look.
It don't matter, but they got some new characters coming. So what did you think about that announcement? Did you care? I forgot. This is how bad Mario Aces is. I forgot I even had the game. I forgot I had Mario Aces. If it wasn't for this announcement, I was like, wait a minute, I do got Mario Aces under there. That's how much I have not played this game since I bought it. This is sad. I bought that and Wolfenstein and haven't played neither one of them worth anything. So
what was your impression of that?
Wolfenstein, I would have, I'm gonna be honest, if it wasn't for all the symbolism in Doom, I'd rather have Doom. Doom plays better. I like Doom. I just didn't like all the symbolism and demonic stuff. Yeah, I couldn't do it no more. But the actual game itself was fun. Wolfenstein makes me sick. I get sick playing it. I can't play it long. I get drowsy and swimmy in the head. I can't play it long. It gives me motion sick. So that's my experience with it. So anyway, let me go to anything else with Mario Aces. Let me look at the live chat to see if somebody's saying something down here that I might be missing.
The characters, by the way, is Birdo, Shy Guy, Koopa Paratrooper, and P Piranha.
Okay. Anybody in the live chat excited about the stuff for Aces? Let me know, man. I don't want to overlook any of you guys. Tony said Aces is still ace. Okay. I beat Wolfenstein 2. I enjoyed it. Dark Sun Rider. I don't know, man. It just gives me motion sickness. I can't really get into it like I want to. I need to throw it back in and give it a try. But I won't front.
Could be the rest in the frame rate.
It's something, man. It ain't like Doom. Doom seemed to be I ain't had no issues with it, but Wolfenstein makes me real sick. Okay, let's move on. Cornelius said no, so let's move on. So they showed Yoshi's Crafted World. There's a lot of rumors around this game. I bet they're gonna make this part of that the box stuff. What is that? Labo. I think Labo is going to be integrated into this game. Can y'all see that?
Yeah. Yeah,
I think that's happening, bro. Go ahead, D2. You were saying something?
I mean, no, I can see them doing that because.
I mean, I agree. You gotta start with that music though. That music gonna put somebody to sleep.
Yeah, but you know what? I did like what I saw. I like what I saw with Yoshi. I was like, you know what? I haven't really been into Yoshi the last few times they have made Yoshi titles. I didn't like Yoshi Epic Yarn. I didn't want nothing to do with that. But for some reason, I was like, I kind of like the whole aesthetics. I like the cardboard and the 3D, the way the animation look and all that. I might give this one a try. Like legitly, I think I might pick up Yoshi. But for some reason, when I saw how it looked, and then I thought about Labo, and I thought about the rumors that this game was being work around Labo, I think that's going to happen. How the game looks and how Labo is, it just seemed like it makes sense to merge them two ideas together. So, but it was cool. What you think, Keith?
Still not interested. I'm honestly, even going all the way back to Super Mario World 2. I've never been interested in this gameplay. I gave it a shot. I gave it a shot on the N64. Not saying these are the same games, but they have similar gameplay elements. I never really been interested, so I'm probably going to it's a no for me, dog.
Okay.
I agree. I never really got I never understood Yoshi games. I mean, I played the Yoshi's Woolly World on the Wii U, and I like in terms of the level design and some of the intricacies of the game, like how when Yoshi's running on pillows or something like that, you actually see the indentation of each step that he has on actual pillows. And for somebody to actually take that type of care and detail and something like that is pretty cool. I mean, those are the types of things that Nintendo does that other companies don't do, that somebody like me appreciates as an artist. I appreciate somebody actually doing the extra work to put that detail into a game when I didn't have to do that. But as far as what the whole aspect of Yoshi splitting that eggs and stuff, this doesn't make any sense to me. So I never got into it.
I understand. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm not one of the ones who loses his marbles over the nostalgia of the Yoshi titles. Never really played many of them. This will probably be one of the first ones that I played that was, a standalone, Yoshi game. I haven't really played many of them, but it's things about this game I kind of like. I like what Cornelius is talking about. The ability to, make the stage turn and play backwards through it. Like some of that stuff was pretty cool to me, and I was like, that's something I can get for my daughter. And me and my daughter and my set of twins, we can sit down and play that game and be pretty cool. But it ain't nothing earth shattering or mind blowing. But I thought it was all right. I thought it was cool. So I think I might cop that one when it comes out next year. But like I said, no wrong answer to Yoshi. I mean, it's Yoshi. So it's Yoshi. So let's move on. So this whole rumored new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe is real, which we all knew it was. It's Nintendo. Ain't no way something like that would be rumored and not be real. So basically, they putting new Super Mario, and new Super Luigi together as one big package, and they are selling it. I hope this game is not $59.99. If Nintendo sells this game for $59.99, I will make sure I have a slap yourself ready to go, and I will deal with that. Real talk.
They're gonna say, "Oh, but we're giving you a free game."
No, bro.
Get it
And
ready.
this
Get it
game,
ready.
this game should be the same price
Get it queued
as
up.
Sonic Mania. $19.99 should be about as much as you play for this game. It was I didn't care. I did like Toadette being able to turn into Princess Toadstool. I like that. And this might be something I cop again for my daughter or something like that to add to the collection. Because I think I'm just gonna get. I don't think I'm gonna give her the Wii U. I think I'm gonna leave that where it is, and keep it for Remember when Nintendo made that? I might keep it for those reasons. But I might replace a lot of these titles with what Nintendo is doing now. So it depends on how much this game costs, but definitely nothing worth talking about there. So Keith, D2K, anything y'all want to add to New Super Mario U?
I don't know. D2K, do you have anything to add?
Well, I just added it into the comments section. I think it should be $10.
Did you put 10? I didn't see that.
I saw when you typed it. I was like, wow.
Yeah, at least at the very, it cannot be no more.
I know it never would be, but I mean, you think about you're pretty much playing the same games you're playing since the Wii. I mean, obviously you have new boards, new characters, new power-ups, stuff like that, but it's basically the same thing since the original New Super Mario Brothers and the Wii. So
you're right. I hope they don't mess around and make that game $59.99. Nintendo would be tripping if they did that. So anyway, classic Nintendo. We'll wait on that. We'll come back to that. So Pokemon Team, I thought this was cool. This was another game that kind of, until I saw that it was turn-based, I don't know if I would buy it. But for those who are into that game, this game called Town, made by the Pokemon Team. DJK, what did you think about that?
I have no interest in RPGs.
Okay.
Zero.
All right, Keith.
Well, I thought it was a very artistically beautiful anime style looking game. Probably wouldn't play it. Probably would try it. Probably get bored with it. But I love the way it looked.
Yeah.
That may be enough. I don't know, were the characters talking, or was it just?
It was too. Man, look, bro. I only watched it one time. I haven't really sat down and analyzed anything that we were talking about, so I couldn't tell you if they were or not. I know just from what I saw, the animation what caught my eye too, man. It looked. I liked how it looked, but I don't know if I'm gonna like the fact that it's turn based. I couldn't. I don't know if I'm gonna be into that. I mean, not turn-based, but you're not actually controlling the activity of the action going on. You telling the computer what to do. So that part, I don't know. But go ahead.
Yeah, but just like y'all, I'm not really into those types of games. I don't know, it just never caught on with me, and that's probably going to lead into the other topics that we're going to talk about too. But that just never was my style of game. Like, it's not fun. I don't know. But other than that, it looks good.
All right. Okay. The next one was Cities Skyline. It's now available today for the Nintendo Switch. I guess this is a PC title.
It is, and it looks. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It looks like trash on the Switch. Just looking at it, the frame rate. I was like, because I have it on my PC. And even my PC sometimes struggle to run this game because it's such a massive game and everything that's going on, and it just looks so, like the detail. It's like I don't even know if they should have even did this. This probably was one they probably should have skipped. I mean, don't get me wrong, it would be great to play this when you're on a plane or whatever, you sitting there building your city and doing all this other stuff. So I get the idea, and it's actually the perfect game to put on the Switch, but it just does not look good to me. Like, they were moving the camera. I was like, oh my God, why is it skipping like that? Because I'm so used to it moving kind of fluidly, and I'm just like,
It did look bad. It did look bad. I was like, I'm sitting there trying to work with it, but I was like, that looks like nothing I want to play right there. So I'm with you on that, Keith. Go ahead, D2K.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm with you. That's definitely a loser right there. So let's keep it going. Now this might be out of order because my list here is not. I'm not seeing some things that I know we saw in the announcements, and I'm not even seeing them. And there's a lot of stuff that's out of order. I know Diablo 3 was shown. Let's talk about that. So I'm not gonna lie. I like what I saw. I don't like when it's coming out. It's November, right? No, November the 2nd. Is that when it's coming out?
Look.
If y'all listen in the comment section, keep your boy honest. When is this game coming out? Diablo 3. When is that coming out?
I am looking.
November the 2nd.
Thank you. I was right. Welcome to the show. Paid enthusiast. Is that how you say that? Welcome to the show, bro. Who else is in here? I might have missed some of y'all. Hey, Keith and D2, if y'all see new people show up, let me know and I'll shoot them out. But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna get this, Keith and D2. I think I might get Diablo. I like what I saw there. I won't front. I know it's old as heck. No, this is an ancient title, but I've never played it, so it's new to me. So I might give that one a try. I don't know about you.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Keith, D2, what you think about Diablo 3 on the Switch?
If you're into that type of thing, it's kind of like I'm not sure really what it is. I just know that it's a game has a lot of fanfare. It's been very popular over the years. I've heard a lot of people talk about Diablo 3. I never had any interest to play it, but I know a lot of people say, "Oh, Diablo 3." So, those people who were fans of the game in the past and they have a Switch, I'm pretty sure they're going to pick that up because it's definitely a game that fits well in Switch being a top-down type game. So, yeah.
Okay.
Just kind of get this Gauntlet Legends vibe to it.
Yeah.
Probably better though since it's Blizzard, but I would probably pick it up. It's online.
Yeah, it's online. I was like, man, this is something I could see playing with the fella. I'll play that with y'all. I really would. I'll jump on that and get some 4-player action going on and got my potions and, getting saved and, doing my part while I'm getting saved. I'm willing to do that. I'm down for that.
Online. Online.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get to the online. So before we get out of here, any other titles? Let me see. What else did they show?
Daemon X Machina.
That looks dope.
Still looks good.
That looks dope. And that ain't even down here. And this is, I don't know what they got, what they doing, not overlooking that. Yeah, that game, man, I like the fact you could jump out the mech and actually run around and you can upgrade your actual protagonist, your character.
Right.
And as you upgrade him, it actually affects how the mech interacts with him. They didn't really go into full detail on that, but they kind of hinted at the fact that as you update him and give him modifications and upgrades, your mech reacts or responds to those upgrades. And I'm thinking you probably can upgrade the mech as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. Definitely.
It's a nice looking game. You talk about the fact that you can jump in and out of your mech. It reminds me of something else that I saw before this direct, but they showed some in the direct too. I think they did, but the Starlink, which is
Star Fox,
which I found to be very impressive. One of the things that has been missing from spaceship type games for a long time, it was something that I really wish they had with the original Star Wars Battlefront 2, was the ability to be on ground level inside of a space vehicle, flying around, doing your stuff, and then from there, fly into outer space.
Mm-hmm.
They did that in this game. I said, okay, now you got my attention. That was cool. Because the game itself looked pretty good anyway, but when he did that, I was like, okay. And it makes me, and that goes back to what I was saying before, it is why Battlefront 2, the new one, is such a cheap experience, because There's no excuse why you can't do that. If they can do that with this game here, I know like EA DICE can do it. So it's just being lazy or short-sighted to not put stuff like that. Especially if people have been asking for it. I gotta get this in the Starlink game, So yeah.
Dude, EA doesn't think outside the box, man. They gotta. To me, they approach games very linear, and everything they trying to do is loot box and all that stuff, but they don't really, to me, think outside the box to do something like what you just described. But this was what messes me up about Starlink. This is the best Star Fox game we've gotten since 64.
That's another thing, is that you got people outdoing Nintendo. You got other folks taking your franchise and giving you the Star Fox that we've been waiting for 20 years.
How in the world is Ubisoft making the Star Fox we wanted? The Star Fox that Miyamoto said could not be made is the Star Fox game they are making. I mean, and the fact, and it looks, I'm not going to front. For a Switch title, this game, I didn't think that was, at first when I first saw it, I didn't think that was Switch footage. I thought, I was like, man, that ain't no way that's the Switch. And that's the Switch. And I'm like, man, this looks really good for a Switch title. So, man, I'm definitely getting that. And I don't know what Nintendo, to me, Nintendo should, and I think I told Keith this, I think Nintendo, if they're not already doing it, I believe they might be, and this is just a teaser of what may be in the works. If they're not already working on a Star Fox title, Nintendo definitely should be allowing them to make a Star Fox title.
Just go ahead and let that team make Star Fox from the ground,
right,
and get out of their way. That's all you need to do.
Yeah.
Just let them make it. Just say, here it is. Do it and get out of their freaking way. Give them all the money they need to make it as amazing as they can envision it to be.
I mean, man, they made Star Fox look right. The team look right. It looks mature. It don't look. It's like you said. How in the world did Nintendo let Ubisoft make a Nintendo game better than Nintendo has made it in the last decade and a half? It's like crazy, man. But anyway. I guess fresh eyes, fresh hands, you get a fresh game. But anything you want to add to that, Keith?
No, man, y'all said it all. It's looking like the Star Fox game we've been wanting. And it sucks because I think deep down Ubisoft was probably making that game for a Star Fox game, but they didn't have the IP. And then Nintendo came in and was like, hey, this looks like Star Fox. They probably like, yeah. Duh, we've been trying to make this game for you for a long time, but now we can't really do it. But we can not shoehorn, but we can throw it in here. I kind of wish this game was exclusive and just say, hey, let's just put all.
You beat me to the punch. I was going to say this: if it wasn't for Star Fox, I don't know. I thought the game looked good, but it didn't look good enough to really get me to thinking I'm going to get this game. I thought when I saw it when they first showed it, I like, that's a nice looking game. You can add guns and stuff to a ship and control it. Oh, that's cool. I would never do it, but that looks cool. To me, Star Fox gives this game credence. It gives this game legs. And I think the Switch version is probably going to outsell the other versions. Because when you add Star Fox, to me, that's what's drawing me to the game. It's like, dude, this got Star Fox in it. And it's basically Star Fox. I don't care. I know it's Starlink, but that's Star Fox to me, bro.
To a lesser extent, because I would have gotten the game anyway because I love the original. It kind of has the same effect that Soul Calibur 2 on the GameCube had with Link in there. Even though Soul Calibur 2 was still an amazing game by itself, a lot of people opted to get the GameCube version because of Link.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And the game graphically was better in the PlayStation 4 and not pretty much on par with the Xbox. I couldn't really tell the difference.
I think the Xbox version had a little bit better lighting than the GameCube version. Because I had the GameCube version, but I had a friend who had the original Xbox. Spawn was in that one, and then Hayachi was in the PlayStation version. Hayachi didn't fit to me. That was kind of stupid. It makes no sense to have a dude with no weapon fighting all these dudes with weapons. But anyway, But Spawn was dope, bro. But he wasn't Link. He was not Link. Let's get on. How did y'all feel about all these Final Fantasies being announced? Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 9, 10, Final Fantasy 22, 23, 18, 1, 2, and 5, 8, 7, and 6. What y'all think about all these Final Fantasies? I mean, a lot of Final Fantasy.
I think it's dope. For any Final Fantasy fan out there, it sucks that, you know, they're older games, but, you know, those people who are like, oh, these games are dope, I really like them back in the day. Here's an incentive for you to be able to play them on the go with the Switch. I think it's pretty dope. It would have been cool to have this stuff like on the Wii U or something like that. But I think it's pretty dope. Not idea, but ports to have 7, to have all of these games come over. And did they mention anything about them being updated or anything like that?
Some of them are getting like Chronicles, and some of those are getting HD overhauls. A lot of the older ones, like 7 and all those, they really didn't say whether they was getting, you know, bumped up to an HD visual set. I'm thinking it's just the old original Final Fantasy 7 and 10. I think them just as they are, you know, because, you know, they're doing the remaster of that game. That's probably not going to come out until 2030, but they still working on that. But I don't know. They didn't really announce what the visual quality of the game would be. I thought it was just going to be what the original was. You know, just
it's gonna look better than that. It's not gonna look all grainy.
Yeah. Right.
Like it's not gonna be more tessellation involved in the characters. It's still gonna look super blocky, but it'll look crisp and clean.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. That's what I took it to. Yeah.
What I don't
D2K
like,
said.
What I don't like is Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition. But anyway,
I don't. At first, I was like, if that was just coming to the Switch, I'll be with you. But since it's coming to the Xbox and the PlayStation, I don't take it as a insult. As at first, I was like, wait a minute, y'all gonna throw us this mobile title on the Switch when y'all first act like that was just for mobile? Now y'all gonna give us this game instead of giving us the actual title. But since it's coming to all 3 platforms, I'm okay with it. Ain't nothing I'm going to play, but it's all right.
Don't let them pacify you, man. They pacify you by putting it on the other systems. They don't want the other system. They got the real one.
That's true. You're right.
Pacifying. Like, no, it's on the other systems too. Nah, bro. Give me the other one then. Well.
We want the other one. So I'm with you on that. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I'm not a Final Fantasy guy. Again, that's the JRPGs I'm not really into, but I know that's a big announcement for Nintendo from Square Enix, and I bet you this has all to do with Octo Path Traveler.
Possible.
This is a total response to that, man, because they wasn't even expecting that game to do. They can't even keep up with the demand of that game. So this got to be a response to that.
Well,
to be.
Well, their best response, in my opinion, and I've already said it before, is that you need to redo Chrono Trigger.
Yeah,
give that the same treatment as Octopath, and that print money. Money. Now
they had some other announcements. I'm trying to get it to this before Keith leave, because it's almost 9:30. So they announced an Animal Crossing in development. That was a huge announcement. I don't care about Animal Crossing, but those who do, you got your Animal Crossing announcement is coming. You know it's in the works. Next year, there's a lot of stuff coming 2019 that I think Nintendo is not going to bring in 2019. Just let me say that right now. All these games ain't coming out 2019, folks. You better get ready. You're not going to get Metroid Prime, Animal Crossing, a new Pokemon. What else did they name? That was Yoshi. What else they named for 2019? There's a lot of games coming out 2019, bro.
Did they say 2019 for Luigi too?
Yes.
Luigi Mansion 2000. You ain't getting all them games next year. Something getting pushed into 2020. Mark my words. Something, and it's most likely gonna be Animal Crossing or Pokemon. If this Pokemon do good, that new one ain't coming next year.
I would agree to the new Pokemon, but I think everything they announced is coming in 2019.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking it's the new Pokemon. It's either new Pokemon or Metroid Prime ain't coming next year.
I think they're going to have to push Metroid Prime, Beta 3, all their really super beefy heavyweight titles.
I forgot about Bayonetta 3. Dang.
See? But they need to push all that to 2020 when we start, either when we see the release of PS5 or in Scarlet, or we actually see those consoles in action. You're gonna
we see the next iteration of the Switch.
Well, yeah,
we'll talk about that in another podcast. Let's keep this. So just autumn 2019, bruh. Look, that ain't happening. I ain't buying that for a second. So there's a few other things announced, but
I like those NES Joy-Cons. Those are kind of cool.
That's what we're finna go to. We finna go to this whole online services, and then because Keith got to go, so we got to get here. So Nintendo is releasing this literally next week, and we have just heard like a real for real announcement on the online services. This was the first one we ever had, and it was only 5 minutes long. What's your take, Keith? What's your takeaway from what Nintendo announced for the online services? Your likes, your dislikes, your concerns. Are you getting it? What's your thoughts, man?
In its current form, no, can't get down with it. I'm gonna need that thing to go Super Saiyan. This is not my final form. No, in this current form, I don't like it. However, I will say that I'm gonna throw Nintendo a bone, but at the same time, I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna throw them a bone by saying this is their first time offering it as a paid service. So I'm gonna throw them a bone by saying let's wait till they get all the kinks ironed out and things like that. I mean, I also hated how they were trying to talk about it like we weren't already playing with our friends online for free, and they try to it's just marketing, and I can read it through in the direct. I was like, man, y'all trying to make it seem like we haven't been playing with our friends for free this whole time. Now you like, oh, get the Nintendo Direct online. I mean, Nintendo Online, and you can play with your friends. I've been doing that. What else you got? That's how I felt anyways. You just go back and just listen to it. You can feel the energy come off the screen. But I'm gonna pull the bone back because it's like, Nintendo, open your eyes. That's all you gotta do is look around you. Everything that you're doing, it's cool. And the pricing and all the other stuff, that is great. I love the pricing and the pricing structure for the family planning and stuff like that. But the cloud saves, like, it's not gonna be every game in 2018, and not even talking about Sony and Microsoft. I'm just saying, like, cloud save should be like a mandatory everything. It's like, look at how much space you're giving us on the Switch. You need to give us something else to back those things up. What did I say? Cloud saves. What else did I not like? One, I don't like paying for online. I can't think of anything else that I really didn't like outside of that. But I'm not a fan of this. It's in the Nintendo the games, like, bruh, no, I don't want it. I don't. You can't buy my nostalgia. Like, no, not gonna work. So I wasn't really feeling it. But I get it that they have to start from somewhere. But I feel like where they're starting from is really bad.
Denied.
This is. I don't know, man. Nintendo botched this up, man. Bad. This is bad, man. And them NES controllers, as dope as they look, is not going to save this stuff. I'm with you, Keith. How do you have cloud saves and don't announce that you can't save all the games in the, like, you can't save certain games, but you don't announce that. You announce that off to the side, but that ain't in the direct. I like the NES title stuff. I think that's cool. I saw Double Dragon in there. I saw is it pro wrestling?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that in there. That kind of was cool. I don't like the fact that you still got to use your phone to do voice chat. I'm not understanding this. When Fortnite proved that you don't have to do that, why is Nintendo forcing you to do that? There's a lot of aspects about this online service. I know it's only 20 bones, $3.99 for a month, $7.99 for 20 for 12 years, 34 something for if you have more than one account on the Switch or whatever. The prices are fine. Are we getting what we paid for? I guess so. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. I really don't, man. I'm torn on this. Like, I don't think we have a choice because to play online, we gotta have this service. But dude, I don't want to talk to you. We tried that, Keith. It don't work. This is not fun.
Right.
Having to set all that up on your phone and have all this stuff on your lap when you can just. I mean, Nintendo has, I guess, because you know, with the Switch, in order to play Fortnite and talk, you got to either have a loan card or some type of. They should have created some type of dongle that allows it to bounce Bluetooth off the way it can receive and broadcast audio. That's what they should have did. To me, that's a better solution than the phone app. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. Go ahead, D2K.
This is what you get when a toy company tries to fancy itself as a consumer electronics company. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Nintendo is a toy company. They want to make toys, want to make software, they want to make cardboard boxes. They don't care about functionality and technology to this level. It's not important to them. What's important is getting a bunch of people in the room and playing gimmicky games with gimmicky hardware. That's it. So online, you know, they're always going to be behind Microsoft and Sony and whoever steps into the fray, you know, in the future, because they know that those things are not important to them. And they know that it doesn't matter how many things they do wrong, they know that their fan base is going to forgive them for it. The fact that the pricing is low, but I don't even think that those low prices are worth what you're getting. Because everybody has all the NES games that they need and that they want. If you're a Nintendo fan, or if I'm not even a Nintendo fan. I have every single NES game. I have every single SNES game. I have every single N64 game, GameCube game, Wii game that I would want to have in my library. That's why I never bought an NES Classic. That's why I never bought an SNES Classic. And if they come on the N64 Classic, I'm not buying that because I already got that stuff. And there's a lot of people out there who are just like me who have said, look, I bought games on the Wii on the Virtual Console. I bought games on the Wii U on the Virtual Console. I bought the NES Classic. I bought SNES Classic. I don't want to pay for online when I was already playing for free against other people online just to get access to games that I already got or already paid for once, twice, 3 times, even going all the way back to the original time you bought it for the NES, the cartridges. So it's so like what Keith was saying, it's like they talk down to you. They're so condescending and they feel like you're so stupid that you can't see where you're being taken. You say, well, you can play with your friends. You can already do that for free. You know, and now you're asking people to pay for something that they're already doing for free. So,
And on top of that, this is peer-to-peer. This is not even, from what I understand,
Servers.
It's not based on servers, right? Am I wrong on that?
I hope you are.
I heard, from what I've heard so many people griping about it, that it's going to run the way it currently runs. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comment section, get me right. But what I heard is it's going to be like it is now. It's just going to add this other stuff to it. Welcome to the show. I saw him up here. Phoenix Star 5000. Welcome to the show, man. I gotta give you your claps. Hold up. Let me get back. Hold up.
Don't give him that.
Huh?
Don't give him that.
There you go. Gotta give you claps. Welcome to the show, man. Anyway, yeah, that's how I heard it's gonna run. It's not gonna be dedicated servers like the other two. So
All right, fellas, I'm finna get out of here.
all right, man.
All right,
Take it easy.
Next time will be better.
Yeah, we about to get out of here not too much longer, but I don't know, man. I think Nintendo really needs to. I can't say go back to the drawing board because it's already announced.
It's too late.
It's too late, but Nintendo needs to pull their head out of the sand, man.
Well, no, I don't think they need to do that. I really don't, Level. I think that what needs to happen is that people need to accept Nintendo for who they are. And I think Nintendo needs to accept themselves for who they are. They're not a consumer electronics company. Microsoft is, Sony is, Google's trying to jump into the fray. That's not what Nintendo's all about. They're about making, toys to play games on. That's all they're about. They care about people having fun. The functionality, they don't care about that. So there's only two options that Nintendo can have. They can either partner with somebody who is an expert in that and let them handle all of that, or they need to just stop messing around with the hardware and just make games, because it's just too much left out and it's just too many unnecessary problems. This is stuff that should have been normal. It's normalized. And it's what really irritates me so much is that a lot of the things that we take for granted that are normal are things that were initiated by Nintendo in the first place, and they decided they weren't important anymore.
That's why I don't fully. I hear what you're saying, but I don't fully agree with your conclusion. Where you lead to your conclusion. Like, to me, Nintendo is good at what they do. Nintendo is good at making systems. It might not be the PlayStation Power, the Xbox, but when Nintendo makes a system, it's quality, it's sturdy, it works, it does what it's supposed to do, and it does it to a great level.
Right, like toys.
I know, but
it's like Nintendo wants to be Mattel. Nintendo wants to be Hasbro. I'm
fine with that.
That's what they want to be. They don't. I
believe Mattel would get online, right? I'm just going to be honest with you. I believe they would get something as simple as this, right?
Mattel realizes that that's not where we need to be, and Nintendo needs to understand that maybe this is the type of stuff you don't really need. I mean, if you really want people to play online, you need to go to somebody who actually knows what they're doing and let them take over and get out of the way. Just like we were saying earlier about Starlink, give that franchise, give that IP to Ubisoft and the team, the actual development team for that game, and let them have at it. Get out of their way. Some of the best games in Nintendo, when Nintendo gave the IP to somebody who actually was passionate about it, knew what they were doing, and got out of their way. And they need to do that with technology too. It's like, look, we're not good with online. We don't understand it. We don't necessarily care about it because in our mind, we don't need people. We don't need this for people to have fun because Nintendo wants local. They want local multiplayer. Because
nothing they gave us is fixing the current situation. Like, my thing is, if and Cornelius, if you ask me that question, yes, I want to play Knights of the Round and Final Fantasy. I'm in the Final Fight. Yeah, I wasn't overlooking it. I was just trying to get to that topic because I knew Keith had to leave. But yeah, I'm excited for all that stuff, the Capcom stuff. But looking at this online service, D2K, I'd rather just keep what we currently got. I'd just rather keep it free. And if you want the NES stuff, create a package that adds that to your online play. If you don't want that, then you can stay playing like you are and use Discord and Google Hangout and whatever else to communicate with your friends. Because what are you giving me that's improving the experience over what I currently have? Nothing.
It's making it more convoluted.
You're making it. Matter of fact, it's already convoluted because we got the phone app. And you were pushing that, but then you allow Fortnite and Epic to show us that you really don't have to do that. Nintendo is forcing you to do that. That's my problem. Like you said, Nintendo makes solid devices. Clearly they did because Epic found the way, or some kind of way Epic is giving you voice chat the normal way.
Well, you said a long time ago, right after the Switch came out, that the functionality for voice chat and all that stuff was built into the console, and Nintendo was blocking it.
Well, yeah.
And at the time we were saying, well, maybe there's some reason why they're doing it. There's some logical, technical reason. They got to shake out some bugs, whatever. And we gave them the benefit of the doubt. But here we are, a year and a half later after the Switch, and like you just said, somebody else showed that, hey, you can actually do this. There's no problem at all. And here they are unveiling their online system, and they're still not committing to that. So how do you explain that to your customer base?
They can't. That's what I'm saying. Clearly, this did not help. This announcement and everything they have announced about their online service has not helped the appeal of their online service. I know it's $20. I know it's $3.99. That's a happy meal for two. I mean, I know you can literally get away. You can spend more at Burger King than paying for the online services for Nintendo. But still, bro, like,
I'd rather have a Burger King.
I'd rather have a burger. Yeah, I'm with you. Like, man, Nintendo.
For what you're like I said, like now you're paying to play. You were able to do that for free. You're paying to get access to games that you already got. You still have to use this ridiculous setup in order to do voice chat. You didn't upgrade a single thing. Nothing.
I don't know, man. I mean, hey, to not prolong the carnage that we're talking about. I don't know. Nintendo didn't help it. To me, Nintendo did not help themselves with this, and it's clear. To me, it's clear that they know that they are on an uphill climb with this online stuff. They don't have any heart behind it.
You know what?
Even in the announcements, you could tell that they don't believe in it.
Mm-hmm.
No more than we believe in it.
There's a part of me that feels like maybe Nintendo is basically booking this to fail just so they can say, well, we tried. Now we can go back to doing what we were doing before, and nobody can ask us about this anymore.
That's, to me, man, if they doing that, then they should just left it like it is, and allow the developers, if they wanted to do voice chat, add it in like they are, and just add a package on there. Hey, if you want this NES access to these NES titles, here, pay $9.99 a month. I'm paying $9.99 a year, and you get all these titles, or $20 a year, and you get all these titles. But they should not link this to whether you can play online or not. And to me, to mess up cloud saves, you are messing up cloud saves, which people been begging for forever. You messing up voice chat, which people been begging for forever. And you ain't even doing the online service right with dedicated servers. You are still using a peer. Like, come on, Nintendo. You can't charge people for this stuff. You can't charge us for what you offering. But if you want to play online, what do? Nintendo is they ain't gonna lose. They gonna win either way it goes, cause you gotta buy it. That's frustrating. But anyway, moving on from that, to wrap this up. So what was your overall assessment of this direct? What was your overall thought about it?
To be perfectly honest with you, I think that this direct is probably what they should have showed at E3.
I agree.
I think that this would have been a better direct to show at E3. I think this showcased a lot more games. It showcased games that people were asking about. I mean, think about it. You saw Luigi's Mansion 3. You saw Animal Crossing. You saw the Yoshi. You saw more of that Daemon X Machina game. A whole lot of other stuff that they showed. This would have been a much better direct at E3 had they showed this instead of the one that they showed. If they could have swapped it around, I think this would have been better if they had done that.
I agree. I think this, if anything, I agree with what you're saying. But if they wasn't going to do what you just said, they should have done something equivalent to this at E3. If this wasn't going to be the direct at E3, they should have did something equivalent to this. I think Nintendo has made September their standalone kind of showcase they bigger stuff. They've been doing this for the last few years. That September they come out with a big direct. You know, January and September, Nintendo does huge directs. That's become the custom. We expect one every January and we expect one every September. A big, huge announcement through a direct. Many games being announced that you would have thought, like you said, D2K, you would have saw at E3 is getting announced in a September direct. They did this last year, and if I'm not mistaken, they did it the year before.
They've been doing this for the past 5 years. I mean, we go all the way back to that E3, I mean, not the E3, but the September direct back in, 2013, when they first announced Bayonetta 2.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, and then that January they showed Bayonetta 2 and they showed X Chronicles X or something like that. When they showed the dude running along the side of the water and you saw the big dinosaurs and all that. They did that in a January direct.
Right.
So Nintendo, to me, they use in January and September as they big announcement. They window for big announcements that separate them from from all the other companies, giving them their own stage.
Well, I mean, not necessarily September, because September usually is Sony, because the Tokyo Game Show, and they usually have a huge presence there. Nintendo used to have a huge presence in September when they had the Space World.
Right. But they're not sharing this day. They're not sharing this day with anybody else. It's like nobody ain't talking about what Sony's doing right now. They just, everything is this direct, and they have like the next week that it just be focused on them, and then it'll go back to whatever's announced by the other. Unlike E3, you have maybe that 8 to 16 hour window, and then it's on to the next big announcement. Right. So I think that's what they're doing. I agree with you. Like I said at the beginning, I thought this direct was okay. It didn't blow me away. What's up, Lewis? Welcome to VCast. You're a little late, but hey, welcome. But it was cool. I liked how it started. I liked a few of the announcements in there. The online part was a downer for me. The Animal Crossing announcement for Smash, I didn't care. That didn't impress me at all. But Animal Crossing in development was cool, even though I don't care about Animal Crossing. But overall, I thought it was a decent Nintendo Direct. I ain't had nothing to complain about outside of that online service crap. Yeah. So, with that being said, anything else you want to hit on before we get out of here? Are you good?
I can't think of anything right now. I mean, it's kind of quiet in the games industry, I guess, for the moment. Like I said, Tokyo Game Show is coming up pretty soon. I think it's next week or the week after. So there'll be more to talk about from Sony's neck of the woods after that, and I'm pretty sure K-Ball will be ready for that one. So,
yeah. He going out. Well, I don't want to. He gonna be on vacation, I think. But I don't want to be announcing his business. But yeah, man, Dark Sun Rider, $59.99 for them controllers. Nintendo need to stop trying to charge us for nostalgia, man. They need to stop doing that. They need to have some competitive, reasonable prices. Nostalgia doesn't justify these crazy prices.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Why doesn't
you're gonna buy it?
Look, I can go buy an NES Classic for that doggone price.
You're gonna buy it.
I'm not gonna buy that. I use them Joy-Cons and I got 2 Pro controllers. I'm good. Now, if it ever come down to me, the controllers shouldn't be no more than $39.99. Nintendo need to stop trying to let nostalgia sell that. Nostalgia out overpriced their stuff. Like you can't pull that on people all the time. Sometimes that works. The reason
why they do it is because it works.
It ain't gonna work with me. I ain't studying no controller. Anyway, I do like them though. They are nice looking.
They're slick. I mean, it's a slick idea. I wish they kind of had.
I don't know. I might work on.
See, you're wrong.
I'm messing with you, man. I'm messing with you. But I might. I don't know. I won't sit up here in front. It depends on what mood I'm in. Right now, I'm definitely not in the mood. But when I see them, man, I probably wouldn't get them. Because what else am I going to use them for? Outside of them games, which, I don't know, man. I could use my Pro Controller for that. I don't need them controllers.
I might just buy them if they got Bluetooth capability. I might just buy them so I can play on my emulator on my computer.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, with that being said, man, this was the Live and Level Gamers podcast. Did I get Spider-Man? Dark Sun Rider? No, I have not got Spider-Man yet. I'm going to get Tomb Raider. I'm thinking I'm going to wait till Spider-Man is $19.99, and I might cop it then. I'm scared. I'm scared Spider-Man is going to be really redundant. I got enough of that with Batman Arkham Knights. I was telling my boy King Cooper. He asked me, was I going to get it? I was like, man, I don't think I'm going to get it, man. It looks good, but not good enough for me to want to go get it. I don't know what it is. I thought I was going to want Spider-Man, and as I saw more of it, it killed my desire for it. I don't know what it is. So, do you like it? As Dark Sun, you liking it? Wait till you answer before we get out of here. Are you enjoying that title? Let's see if he answered real quick. I'm gonna give you a chance to respond.
With the Jeopardy theme music.
Yeah, let me see if I got something in it. I don't think I got it.
Okay, incoming.
I don't got Jeopardy. I wish
Or you say he hasn't gotten it either.
Oh, you haven't gotten it either. Okay, all right. Why not? Why not? Are you feeling the same way I'm feeling? I want to know. And then we get out of here, man.
I'll be honest, is that all the backlash, unnecessary backlash, kind of took the edge off of it for me. Now I feel like I don't need to rush.
Excuse me.
Say it again.
I said, I don't feel like I would need to go out and buy it because it kind of feel like, it kind of took all of the hype away from it. Because I was so angry about all of the nonsense about people saying, it's those puddles and stuff. So it's normally stuff like that doesn't bother me, but it's so sick of people complaining in general in society that just kind of made me turn sour on the game a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you, man. It wasn't a puddle. It was me and K-Bomb and Keith talked about this in the podcast. I don't think you was on that one. And even K-Bomb said, bro, I don't know. Something about the game killed my excitement for it. And I don't know. We couldn't figure out what it was because we all thought the game looked amazing. The puddle incident still didn't stop the game from looking amazing. It looks amazing even with the downgrade or lighting change or whatever they're saying. The game still looks amazing. But I don't care, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't care, and I think it's because it reminds me of Batman Arkham Knight, and I had enough of that. I was like, bro, if I get surrounded by another group of bandits, and I'm gonna throw my controller into my screen. I mean, I traded that guy. I got so mad at that guy. I was like, forget this. And that's what that game took a lot of its inspiration from. And as I watched it, that's what it felt like. And it's like, nah, I'm good.
And after a while, it just kind of gets redundant, like you said. That's why I can't play like any of the Warriors games because it's just all the same thing, just killing the same enemies over and over and over and over and over and over and over. No.
He don't got it either. D2K. He said he doesn't play any superhero games. I know it was a big game though, and a lot of people had talked it up. Yes, they did, Dark Sun Rider, and it got good scores. Of course, it's gonna get good score because it's a Sony exclusive. But I liked my last big title that I bought and played from front to end was God of War 4, and I'm still living in that. Assassin's Creed, I gotta jump back on it. Assassin's Creed's Origin. Keith, Cornelia said those controllers, D2K, will not have HD Rumble, and they still cost $59.99. And they won't have HD Rumble. Nintendo is literally selling nostalgia.
I mean, do they still have Bluetooth capability?
Yeah, I think they got Bluetooth capability with the Switch, so I'm pretty sure if they can do it with the Switch, they can do it with
Yeah,
the computer.
okay. I mean,
But you could probably find a knockoff.
But I know you can get a Bluetooth for like $10.
Yeah, you can probably find you
NES. I'm not a
knockoff
Nintendo fan.
controller.
I'm trying to do you guys favors. Okay, I'm trying to hype this stuff up because if don't let me get up here and start. don't let me get started because I literally was looking. I was looking for one. I was looking for a Bluetooth NES controller and I saw one literally for $10.
I know. That's what I'm saying. They out there. They do exist. So I don't know, man. It ain't that serious. I do like the fact that you can slide them into the Switch and charge them. That's cool. But honestly, man, I got enough of them controllers up there between the two Pro controllers, which cost me $69.99 for both of them controllers. And I got a piece. And I got two Joy-Cons with the grip. So that's 3 controllers if I put the grips. So I think I'm probably gonna end up getting another Pro controller and calling it. And I found some cheaper Pro controllers that'll work, or some cheaper controllers that look just as good as the Pro controller for like $29.99, and they wireless. I think I'm going to get 2 of those and complete my collection that way. I don't need these controllers, so I'm probably not.
They have knockoff Switch Pro controllers now.
Oh yes, bro, and they look good. And they play. I watch people use them, and they's like, man, they play real well. The only difference is they don't have HD Rumble. So, but again, honestly, as cool as HD Rumble is, I haven't played any game that really, for real, utilizes it in a way that I really noticed it. So, I'm good for right now. So the NES and Super NES ones are $29.99 in stores. Okay, thank you for that information, Dark Sun Rider. This has been the Live and Level Gamers podcast, episode 160. This was primarily talking about this latest Nintendo Direct. We hope y'all enjoyed what we had to talk about. If you didn't, that's all I can tell you. All right, so till next time. What you laughing at, dude?
The screaming man.
Till next time, here you go.
We need to build a wall, and it has to be built quickly.
Deuces.